People ask me, how can you be so happy all the time? I'm not happy all the time, but I'm not unhappy all the time. It's only natural that raising a special needs child like my daughter Julia brings a fair bit of grief with it. Life is hard, and I have grief. I have a lot of sadness and worries, and we have a lot of ups and downs. We have had our fair share of grief. But life isn't all bad. It's not all good. It's like raising any other child. You're not always happy while you're raising a healthy child, but you're not constantly unhappy even if it's not doing what you wanted to do or misbehaving or whatever. It doesn't mean you're naturally unhappy with your life. You could be frustrated, worried, or whatever. People see us and see my videos and reels and just assume that we are always happy. Of course not. Julia won't achieve many milestones that she should be able to reach if she were healthy, and she never will reach many milestones. She won't ever live an independent life, and she's non-verbal, which makes her very vulnerable to abuse or other things. You just don't know what can happen, what will happen. She can't defend herself because she can't talk, she can't tell anyone, and she is totally dependent on other people, and she will be as long as she lives. Now, if I focus on that, I can never be happy. I have to focus on the good side, and there are good things, because she brings us a lot of joy. It's not all bad. And she teaches her siblings different things. She can't play with them, but she shows them, she teaches them love, family, what really matters in life. But of course, I'm not always happy, because we have a lot of problems daily. If I focused on all the bad, I couldn't manage my life. I couldn't raise all the other kids. I couldn't function if I only focused on the negative side of having a severely disabled child. That's why I focus on the good. And that doesn't mean that I'm happy all the time, and it doesn't mean that everyone else raising a special needs child should be happy all the time or is expected to be happy all the time. Quite the opposite. Society assumes that you have to be unhappy and, I don't know, you should be crying all the time. I don't know. That's my personal impression of how society sees families with special needs children. And that's also a reason why I focus on the good side, because everyone else knows or thinks they know it's all bad, because it's not. So I might not be happy all the time, but I'm certainly not unhappy all the time.